What is up, and how is it going, guys and gals? You're listening to the voice of Boom Nation, and today I'm happy to be bringing you all another episode of my Black Ops 2 quick tip series. In today's video, we're going to be addressing one of the most important aspects of winning hardpoint matches in Black Ops 2, and today we're going to be talking about winning your rotations. And for those of you that aren't familiar, rotations and hardpoints is they're basically what you do as a team to help get set up for the next hardpoint hill. You kind of predict where it's going to be because you played it so much, and you go ahead and get set up for the hill so that you have the best chance of holding it down and getting as many points as possible before you are broken and the hill is taken over by the enemy team. Now, interestingly enough, there are actually certain times, certain maps, certain hill rotations where it's more advantageous for your team to let yourself get killed, even when you are holding down the hard point. And this may sound weird, but we're going to go ahead and cut to an in-game example of this, a little live clip for you guys. And you're going to kind of see what I mean, and we're going to talk about it more afterwards, hopefully explain it a little bit more in depth after the in-game example. So here we go. Jesus, you guys just keep spawning and getting raped. It's outrageous, dude. Oh, I got pushed at anchor.
It's good, man.
Yeah, that is good, actually.
Spawned out. I'm not gonna shoot them. I'm just gonna try to contest.
Yeah, don't shoot them.
The lead.
I didn't shoot him. I'm just gonna let them kill me.
Yeah, it was smart. Leave him over there. Ditch him.
Spawned out. Perfect. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, that was perfect. So if you don't yet really understand what just happened, that's perfectly fine because it's a little complex. It was a really heads-up move by my teammate, and I want to give him huge props for that move right there that he just pulled. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to cut to an overhead view of what just happened, and I'm going to walk you guys through it step by step and why it worked out and why it's a tactic that you could implement into your gameplay in the future. So if you take a look at this overhead view, you can see that towards the top right of your screen, there is one enemy that is pushing our spawn points, our anchor position, back on the right side of the map by the almost old hardpoint now. There's probably only 15 or 20 seconds left in it. You can see he continues to push me. He ends up throwing a smoke or something and gets me killed. And that was actually very fortunate. And now you can see the situation has changed because I have spawned out at Cafe. I immediately begin to rotate through the bricks portion of the map. And this enemy is still lurking back there. And he's going to try and contest this hardpoint at the last second here, and he ends up killing my teammate, which is really heads up play by him. Like I said, very well done, because now you can see he has actually spawned right next to the new hardpoint, which is perfect because the rotation worked out well. We ended up with a quick 4v3. We established the hill. He picks up, I think, a nice two-piece right here, and we are absolutely dominating at this point. We've made a nice comeback, and we are perfectly set up. Now, I want to talk about something else right here that you're going to see in this overhead map and what happens, and this is just a little bonus tip for you guys, talking about using your score streaks. So if we play this back, you can see that the enemy on the right side of the screen decides to call in his Hellstorm missile and take me out of my anchor position to try and break my setup, to try and break our setup for this hardpoint hill. But unfortunately, what he does, the mistake he makes, is that he calls in his Hellstorm missile when pretty much none of his teammates are up there to help push the anchor spot and help contest the hill. So he calls in his Hellstorm, he kills me, but I still spawn right there where I previously was because there was no one to force me to spawn elsewhere. And so that's just a little tip for you guys. Make sure that that you streak and that you use your score streaks to take out people in the hill or in the anchor positions when you are actually close, and then you can put pressure and force them to spawn out across the map or something like that. Now, if you're sitting there still wondering, like, what am I supposed to take away from this video? I understand you made a few points, but what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to implement this into my gameplay? Well, I'm going to share with you all a few specific hill rotations that are really going to be useful and that this tactic is going to be applicable for. So, the first one is the one you just saw. It's from the second hill on the hardpoint on slums to the third hill. They're going to basically go across the map. The hill rotates across the map, and that is specifically when you're going to want to use this tactic. If you're picking up the scrap time for your team and you know that there's an enemy around you trying to contest the hardpoint, go ahead, just lie down, pick a spot, try and hide, contest as long as you can, but then let him kill you, because that is going to leave him in the dust, right? He's going to be all the way across the map, and now he is not going to be able to spawn closer like you are. You're just, if your team wins the rotation and you perform it perfectly, like this in-game example, you're going to spawn right next to the hardpoint, but he is still across the map, and he has to try and hightail it all the way across the map to just get to where you are. So it's going to be more useful for you. You're going to get to where you want to be much faster, and although you're giving up maybe 3, 4, 5 points, seconds of hardpoint time, it's really going to help you win your rotation as a team and help you get more points overall for the next hardpoint hill. Another hill rotation that this tactic is applicable for is the rotation from the second hardpoint hill on raid to the third hardpoint hill. You're going from kitchen to garage, and they're practically across the map. Basically, that's what you're looking for to use this tactic against your enemies and help your team win rotations. Another one that is all the way from the green hill in the green building all the way to Grandma Hill, which is also the second and third hills in hardpoint. So you'll notice a pattern here. The second and third hills tend to be kind of across the map from each other when you're playing hardpoint, and that is when this tactic shines best. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you learned a few new things, and I even threw a bonus tip in there just because I could, and it was right there. It was low-hanging fruit. So hope you guys learned a few new things. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video or you found it useful, and hope you guys have a great day.